One of the things I've always been confused about since being in Dunedin is the lack of rail service from Dunedin north. Obviously there's lots of rail service around the ports, etc., but actually commuter and passenger services utilising our railway lines seems to be non-existent. Well, things may be changing. The once very popular southerner route, which kind of basically went from 1970 to about 2002, 30 plus years, from Christchurch through to Invercargill, is being proposed to be brought back. Part of the reason to be brought back because of the Kaikoura earthquakes, and we need to be able to move product and stuff around Dominic George.
Yeah.
But obviously, if this does happen, the potential for a commuter service as well, which I think would be awesome.
Yeah, it'd be a really good idea. Obviously, it wound up in 2002 just because of the fact that it wasn't very well populated. The patronage wasn't there for it. But I think it's a great idea if they can get it up and going. I know that there's quite a lot of support for it as well. Since it's been mooted, there's actually been a lot of people who come out and said, you know what, if we could sort of make it happen, this would be really good. They need to, obviously put a bit of investment into it, but I think it would actually be well utilised in the current climate. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think but we're a small city, right? Which means everything kind of gets taken down in size. So like it's more difficult for us to run a commuter service, let's say, for people coming from the north to work, because fewer people are there to use it. But I think that, I'm assuming, and I haven't checked this out, but in 2002 we had sold the railways, so it was a profit-making business. And we've bought them back now, so we own them again. Good point. So actually, I would love to see a commuter service that maybe came down through Wamuru north down into Dunedin for the start of the workday, maybe be in Dunedin by 9 or 9:30, and one that went back again sort of at the end of the workday.
Something like that.
I just think that, it would probably cost it and it probably wouldn't make money, but central government is here on some levels to provide services. Libraries don't make money. The police don't make money. We have services that we pay for, and I wonder if the rail service that they're mooting could be expanded a little bit to think about a way to provide the service for the people, let's say 100k north, 100k south of Dunedin, to make Dunedin more accessible on a more regular basis.
Yeah, that's not a bad point at all. And look, the interesting thing is what people have been saying about it as well. As I alluded to, we've got a few quotes as well, haven't we, from people who have been talking about this.
Should we look at David Clark?
David Clark, that's the one I'm searching for, Q4. And so he's saying that even if only for a limited period of time, I'm sure the scenic train will be supported by locals enthusiastic about rail, and not just really enthusiastic about rail. I don't think, Pat, you would just, I'm just thinking if I had to go to Christchurch for a couple of days, it would certainly be an option that you would consider.
It depends on the price as well. The vehicle I drive, I use a tank to get to Christchurch.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah.
$100. So if it was a $40 ticket to get to Christchurch,
then
it's actually it's a feasible choice to make as well. I think it's a great idea. I like rail. I think that utilised well, maybe some injection of capital would have to be put in it, but it could actually be something to help the city, to bring people into the city. But as they're also hinting at here, as a tourist venture, we have the Tairi Gorge and those sorts of railway services at the moment. For tourists and stuff, it could be a way that they could see the country as well. I think they should go for it. I think they should expand upon it, and I can't see this being a lose situation. Financially, it might not make, but as an experience and a service, it can't be a lose.